We hit 1,000 subscribers. As a token of my appreciation, I thought I'd do a how-to video, give my perspective and tips on how to get hopovers dialed in. You may be asking yourself, why would we listen to you? No one knows who you are. You're not Brett Turkoff or Caleb Kosturki or Dan Adams, but that's why you should listen to me, because I'm just like you. I'm not sponsored. I'm a weekend warrior, father, husband. I'm a normal dude, but I figured him out. So now I've got some really good tips and tricks that's going to help the average Joe push right over the edge to get into that land of getting those hopovers dialed in. Without further ado, let's hit it. All right, here's what we're going to cover today. We've got the approach, you want the right speed and angle, the actual hop itself, foot placement, the timing of your throttle, and then of course the exit. Sometimes you got to grab the brake to keep that front down, land in proper side hill form, and then of course keep your eyes forward. And somebody I want to use today for a really good example that I think just does absolutely phenomenal hopovers and helped me dial mine in a lot by following his Instagram is Jeffrey Dennis here. He's AK Sled Junkie on Instagram, and he's got some awesome videos of hopovers on his Instagram that I was able to watch and just really break down what it was that he was doing so well that I wasn't. And that really helped me figure out my issues with hopovers and get them dialed in. So let's break one of them down. All right, you're going to want the right speed while coming in for the hop over. And the best way to put it is if you're going so slow side hilling that you're kind of constantly dabbing your foot and run. That's too slow. The right speed's going to be just enough to kind of keep your momentum in a good side hill without having to plant your leg to keep your balance. So a little bit faster than probably is comfortable, but you also obviously don't want to go so fast that you're out of control. All right, next thing is going to be the angle you want to come in at. You want to come in at an aggressive upward angle, especially when learning. If you're coming straight across the hillside, that's just a lot more work it's going to take to get that sled 180 degrees facing the opposite way. So as you're coming in, start carving up at an uphill angle, and it's going to make a lot less work for you. All right, let's look at that again. We're getting into the meat and potatoes of this now. All right, now this is going to be, in my opinion, the most valuable tip. If I could give anyone one tip to help them, this would be it, because this is what I was doing for so long. And because of this one thing, no matter how hard I tried, I would never be able to get it right. And that tip is your foot placement. And I don't mean exactly where you're placing it on the sled, but more the timing of when you're planting that foot for the hopover. And what I mean by that is if this arrow here represents the path of a snowmobile during the hopover, the mistake I made forever was planting my foot here early on in the process. No. What you want to do is plant your foot here at the apex of your turn when the sled is pointed uphill. Back to our boy Jeff here. This is where I used to plant my foot while I was still horizontal with the hill. But now come in, and look at Jeff planting at the apex of the turnaround, throttling on, and then that allows him to just easily hop right on over. I'd say the foot plant and the throttling go hand in hand together because that's what works together in order to lighten the front end to make it as easy as possible to hop across and over to the other side. And in my opinion, that can be the hardest and most frustrating part of learning hopovers is learning that you have to plant that foot later in the apex. Now that's the hard part. This next part's easy, but let's talk about the exiting of the hopover. Now, not too many of us will have this problem, but if you're on a turbo sled or you're Caleb Kosturki, sometimes that front end can pop up on you and start to get too high, which is why it's always good to have one finger on the brake, because that's where you're going to want to hit it in order to set that front end back down. And then obviously you're going to be side hilling back the other way, so you're going to want to land in a nice solid side hill stance on the throttle and your eyes looking forward, ready for the next obstacle. Well, there you have it. Those are my top tips for anybody that's looking to learn the hopovers or have been struggling learning them a little bit. I hope it was helpful and you guys learned something. And if you liked the video, please like and subscribe. It really helps the channel grow and I appreciate it so much. So ride safe and I'll see you guys out on the hill.